the same thing online. Anyway, so we're back with Spyro. With Spyro, turn down the volume a bit. And then we're gonna hear this extremely loud voice of Tom Kenny's.
Some bear sold us a laser defense system to protect us from Rhinox, but with these flippers I can't even turn it on. You'd have no trouble using it though. Just walk inside.
Would I really not have trouble though?
Press the triangle button.
Hey, who built all these structures? You guys can't do anything with your flippers, so like, did you just move on to existing land?
Let's see here. Okay, so sometimes it's, I don't know. Anyway, did you just do that?
This is what I miss from the Reignited trilogy. I love the sound that they make when you do that to them. I don't know if they thought that it would be too violent on the Reignited trilogy or what, but I miss that. It was just, I love them.
So you will be doing the boxing challenge in this. There's yeah. You know, this game is just so much better. I mean, didn't you say so?
Yeah, the boxing challenge is not that hard in the Reignited trilogy.
Well, yeah, they made it easier there. And then,
to be honest, I don't even know how I win it. I just kind of do.
How do I defeat this without my flame?
I can't guarantee I'll win it this time.
But you know, I'm saving like the terrible challenges that prove that this one's not better than Spyro 2 for you. So you know, anyway. Wait, let's see.
Eustace and I were having a snowball.
Eustace
and I. Wait, aren't you the other guy? No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Tom Kenny's ASMR voice right there, I guess you could say.
That'd be weird. Tom Kenny ASMR. Probably more like SpongeBob ASMR.
Yeah. Something like that. Something along those laughing lines. I don't even think the audience can really hear me.
You have like, or I don't know why I think about SpongeBob ASMR. You just have, you know, Mr. Krabs walking. Squidward.
One of the Rhinox on him.
Just Squidward walking.
So I remember
first I take my hand.
And I
do this. I can't. I don't even know how to do that anymore.
Do you remember what happens when you walk up to the snowman without burning it?
Oh yeah. Shaking dragon syndrome.
Is that sound effect?
It tries to give you shaken dragon syndrome.
Ow!
I like a little mechanic. Melt things.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this level is fine otherwise, but when you get to the boxing challenge, it's just, no. No. I like how you can freeze these guys, and I like how they're probably like, hey, why don't you do that in case you killed the enemy before you got up here? What a hilarious time. Yo! Oh wait, that's the cheaper cartoon logic of what am I trying to say here? The cheap cartoon logic, the cartoons with a cheap animation where they're not even hurt, but they go yow.
Wow! Ah!
There's some treasure up there.
I don't know why, but I feel really cold.
Like, why is it these random bird creatures that have, why is it these random bird creatures that have, those deep voices, like deep ASMR voices?
It happens.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know there's birds that like to speak really deeply into a mic, but I like to freeze those things when their trunks are like really, when their trunks are like really big or really up in the air and stuff. Let's see here. Oh, I couldn't do it that time. Whoa! All right, now we're gonna kill this thing. And we're gonna hear the sound. No. Well, wait, your part's coming up.
Yo!
Alright.
I need to play Horizon Forbidden West here soon.
It came out recently.
Yeah, it came out very recently.
It came out recently too.
It says of this recording.
57, 56. That's the sexy numbers. I don't know. By the way, here you go.
I could just say no.
You could, but we wouldn't get anywhere.
He appears to be having some trouble with the Yeti.
Trouble with a Yeti.
That dumb Yeti.
Took my ball. I hate this challenge. Pretty much, like, I want to say like 99% of Spyro 3 players that hate this challenge. The 1% that like probably like it are, I mean, they're probably in jail for being serial killers, you know. I just like that Oni plays, right? It's just like how they refer to people who play with inverted controls. This is like, I figure if you want inverted controls, you're a serial killer. You can go in the freaking menus and change them.
Wait, what happened to Bentley Auto low blocks?
Was he hitting you with a...
Well, I was blocking you, he was hitting below that.
You lost? Well, instead of me trying to deal with him, I'm gonna have you and then
How
yell
about
at you.
while he's fighting, he goes and gets the ball?
Yeah, no. We're not gonna think of that logic in here. It's Spyro 3. See, like, I know people complain about the multiple playable characters, and I don't think it's necessarily because there's multiple playable characters. I just think that, like, some of them are kind of underutilized. You know? I like how they just use sound effects from, like, the previous... This may end up being most of the stream, or most of the recording, ladies and gentlemen. Gosh, I hope nothing goes wrong with this, though, because... Well, not that we'd be doing it again, I'm just saying that, like, you know, when you can see how horrible it is, in case there's some of you that are like, it's not that bad. Huh.
He blocks a whole lot more than he does in the
Reignited Trilogy. Yeah. It's just, why couldn't they get a lot of other things right in the Reignited Trilogy? Well, okay, it's because it was kind of rushed. But also, like, I get that they lost the source code or they didn't have the source code for the original, but I feel like they still could have done a better job and not have randomly realistic physics in some areas, you know? Like when it comes to swimming and flying, it's like, oh, we gotta randomly have that be realistic and make it worse. You know? I know there's a method to this that Exo pointed out. Something about if you get them in the corner or something, it kind of... Oh...
It's just hard to get a good hit on him because he's always blocking.
Yeah. I have this cutout mustache thing from this food that, I mean, they had it to where you could cut out the mustache. Of this, like, forgot what it's called. Well, you remember there's a second part of this challenge? See, like, he blocks automatically also whenever you, you know, whenever he does that, like, that's something that Bentley does as well. Hey, it could be like the boxing minigame in Ape Escape.
That was difficult.
It also looked really weird in the Ape Escape.
I don't remember how we used to actually be pretty good at that boxing mini games. I think you or I beat that once.
Yeah, didn't we? I was thinking we unlocked Spectre or something.
Do what?
I think we unlocked Spectre, and that you can unlock Spectre if you're good enough in the boxing minigame in Ape Escape. Spoilers, by the way, but you're here for Spyro, not Ape Escape. I mean, when he's like that, that's what, okay. Yeah, he does block way too much. Now the skill point here is you beat him before the third round, which is a whole lot harder than it needs to be. Even in the Reignite trilogy, it's still a little difficult, but not nearly as hard as it is here. But again, this game was rushed to, like, to be, in terms of, like, even this version was rushed to, like, those are sound effects you've heard throughout the Spyro series. They just reused them here. Also, what about how that's the Yeti that got crushed in the second game? Nope. When he's, you know, let's say... Oh. Hey.
I forgot this one actually had rounds.
Yeah. Only 2 left to get my ball that I'm too lazy to get. I like how they kind of emphasize like his Gen Z-ness and well, okay, Millennial Gen Z is in like the Reignite trilogy because they just have him randomly texting and stuff. But, of course, we're all gonna act like, oh, we're above that. No, we're not. We all use those phones these days. I mean, that's not just a Millennial Gen Z thing. That's like, well, it's mostly them, but, you know, still. Like, the people, Millennials and Gen Zers who say, like, oh, I don't do that, you know, majority of the time they are like that, you know. They don't act exactly like that.
Okay, boomers are not willing to admit that they can't have anyone over without a TV turned on.
I mean, admittedly, when there's awkward silence and there's a TV on, at least there's something to pay attention to.
Conversation. Like, I don't turn the TV on when I got people over unless everybody's wanting to watch.
Well, I mean, I don't. But the big game. This is one thing I hate about, like, all kinds of challenges like this. It's like, yeah, this only lasts, what, about a minute per round? But, like, you know, it's like 3 minutes here, and if you lose, you gotta do all that over. At least you just have to do the first round, you know, over, but like, still, that is so many rounds gone because, oh, we decided to do this and thought it was a good idea.
Come on!
Yeah, there's something about that. You can just, like, keep hitting triangle on him and like, he's infinitely...
Oh.
Alright. Thank you.
Hey, this isn't my fault. It's just another stupid egg.
Why don't you just go find your ball and shove it right up here?
Why don't you go soak your head? Bartholomew, go soak your head.
Why don't you eat a poison apple at Halloween?
Yeah, eat one of those apples that Boomer used to warn us about that had all the shards and poison in them.
Well, the poison just adds personality. I don't know. Oh. Alright, here we go. But yeah, that boxing minigame was one of the big reasons why we're not going to try to go for all the skill points. Let's see, up here we go. That's like how when it comes to elephants, it's referred to them as trumpeting or something like that, or sometimes if you read subtitles of the show or something that has an elephant making noise, it says trumpeting, or you know, elephant trumpets.
Thanks for helping out, Spyro.
You got some party lips there, more. Alright. Anyway, now I'm gonna go get the rest of the treasure and stuff.
I think I would make a few people mad on Facebook for fun.
Oh, okay.
Let the hate flow. Somebody was trying to say that, you know, COVID-19 transmission in our county is high, which is weird because I've not known anybody with a case of it in well over a month now. And you know,
Oh yeah.
people were just agreeing with him, and I was like, sure, it's a good thing I don't really grab what the CDC says. I didn't want to mask it wasn't mandatory because masks don't help prevent the spread. So I'm just letting the hate flow a little bit.
Well, it may happen on here too if the right people watch it.
Huh?
So it may happen on here too if the right people watch it.
That's fine.
That's fine. It's not my channel. Oh.
Y'all hate me because I'm right.
Yeah, but once that dies down, they'll complain about something else if they haven't already. Oh shoot. That's what I was afraid of.
I don't think you can get there that way.
No.
I'm pretty sure there's somewhere else you gotta go.
Jerome! Oh.
See, I wonder. I even replied to the laugh reaction to that
Yeah.
post. And I'm hoping that since it's like, you know, our local community group, that, you know, we'll have someone who's a Karen enough to get mad about it. Because that would be really funny.
Yeah.
Though it is funny, we say Karen as a term, and it's a useful term. But all the Karens that I know aren't Karens in that regard.
Yeah.
I like all the Karens that I know.
I hate to spoil the game for you, Spyro.
So it's kind of awkward when they use the terms and doesn't like, but they're not that way.
Yeah. Let's see.
I challenged a Rhinoc to a traditional game of cat hockey, but I think I sprained my flipper during training. Would you mind taking my place? Great.
This one's a weird challenge. Freeze cats. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
That's just...
the late 90s for video games, I mean, really the entirety of the 90s, and even parts of the 80s, some of the video game ideas were just absolute bonkers.
Yeah, and I was about to point out the fact that this came out in 2000, but this was probably being developed in 1999 at least.
Yeah.
Apparently, no, no. I mean, like, this, I will admit that this hockey section is a lot easier than the hockey, where you actually play hockey in the, in 2. That's partially because there's multiple, I guess you could say pucks, and I was just like, I want to...
Well done. I think you deserve to keep the chip.
Ba-ah. See, in the, when they did ba-ah like that, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think in the Reignited trilogy, they didn't have him being dressed up as a sheep. And I shall pause it real quick because I need to make a reply. Let's see.
You can hear in the recording, our dog is sleeping and twitching. Oh, excuse me.
I don't know. Anyway, now we're back. Well, okay, I don't... There's nothing really there to, hold on just a moment. I wanna pay attention to this moment right here. Don't you hate when your cat kind of glitches through the... When your cat just kind of glitches through the wall? Well, yeah. Hold on just a moment. Alright, so anyway, yeah, Spyro was... I know, Spyro, you were looking at me because I was texting and not playing. Oh, a cutscene, an apology, and lunch. Yeah, I'd ship them.
Hello, I thought you might be hungry.
Thanks. Did you bring any chips?
I'm sorry this happened, but I tried to warn you.
And it was at that moment she's like, I want to freaking go
You
out
just
with
don't
that tiger.
understand. If we don't
Right.
bring
Cheated,
dragons
but
back to
okay.
this world soon, all our magic will be lost.
The
I'm going
dragons
to call
used
him a
to live
tiger
here?
anyway.
Yes.
Call them different types of feline names.
But a long, long time ago, the sorceress banished them to the other side of the world.
Yeah, this
She
is
didn't
Hunter, the
realize
house
the
cat.
dragons were the source of all
Okay,
our
he's a
magic.
lynx.
Maybe I could convince the dragons to come back. If you let me.
Oh, no, that's right. He's a lion.
I'm sorry, I can't.
I mean, the MGM logo, I mean, he's not there.
That'd be really funny if they'd had like some little blooper reel and it was Hunter talking about his prior job, his jobs prior to Spyro,
Yeah.
or like make one where it's his jobs after Spyro, and it's like I took a job trying to be the new MGM cat or something.
Yeah.
That's, you know, something went wrong in this part.
Yeah. I don't know. Frog. I hate to kill the frog, but I need a butterfly. Save the crumbs.
Let's see. I want to see what that bird was that I saw earlier. I don't think it was a kestrel.
What bird?
It might have, the one there on that.
Oh,
power
yeah,
line. It
yeah.
might have been. It might have been a red-shouldered hawk. The color matches, or it might have been a harrier.
Gosh, I wish there was a much faster way to get through the guy. There might be.
I think it was some
there
kind
it
of
is.
hawk.
Some kind of hawk.
Yeah, some kind of hawk. Pretty sure it might have been a red-shouldered hawk. It wasn't an eagle of any kind.
Wait,
That would have been pretty legit.
Oh wait, yeah, I was in the wrong area. So we still gotta do I forgot about Charmed Ridge.
Woo! Woo!
It's me! Me!
Shut up.
I was on that movie Napoleon. Do you?
That dog movie?
Yeah.
Was it animated?
No, it was live action. Or they didn't even animate the mouths on them, you know, like they do today.
Oh gosh.
Spyro, we urgently need your help. The evil cat wizard.
Can you speak up a little bit while I don't know.
Can you speak up a little bit?
This level I'm not exactly the biggest fan of either.
Which one is it?
Charmed Ridge. I don't know. It's not really like annoying, or it's not like boring, or excuse me.
It's time consuming.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's time consuming. Okay, there is a challenge that, well, at least if you're trying to get the, there is a challenge on here that if you're trying to get the skill point, it's really annoying. But like, I don't know. Oh yeah, I do love that though. Do you remember the way they sound when they die?
Oh yeah.
Wait.
Hurry, Spyro.
Howdy, Spyro. Oh. They were quite. They came up with some pretty interesting sound effects and like voices for these enemies and stuff when they die. Ow! No! No, Zark. Of course. Hey. Buck. No. What do you have to say, Moneybags?
Well, Spyro, today is your lucky day. The wizards and I have worked out a little deal. If you simply pay a small toll, they'll be happy to raise these steps.
And then, like, there's also a thing where he's like...
I found a really great meme. And it says Scarlet Witch could defeat Thanos one-on-one, says Kevin Feige. And then it's supposed to be a Twitter account from Tony Stark's daughter. It says, "Why the frick is my daddy not alive?"
Tony Stark. What about the Spider-Man? I don't know. Actually, I still remember the when we was watching an old Spider-Man cartoon episode, and then like we also watched an old episode of like Spider-Girl.
Oh yeah, didn't she wear like red?
I think so. I mean, Spider-Man wears red, so why not?
Was that the one where she like, if I remember correctly, is that the one where like some kind of sonic device that sprays the web in her ears so it plugs them out and she doesn't have to hear it?
Maybe? I don't remember for sure. But I'll deal with that enemy after I get through here.
According to legends, there's a golden
According to
on
legends.
top of this here.
The way they like stretched all the like the polygons and stuff is to make it feel more alive. I don't know. I like how the frogs in this level are like little.
What about the Family Guy? William Shatner shows up. Interrupts Peter. Life force is fading. Beam me up, God.
A little bird or something.
There was a large bird that was just outside, but I could not.
It was just kind of.
I just see like a shadow out of the corner of my eye. Or
A hedgehog.
I guess more of a silhouette.
You see the silhouette of a man.
Honestly, I think like a pygmy, or really a regular sized falcon would be pretty legit.
Yeah, what about a pygmy falcon?
Pygmy falcons are awesome. They're like falcons but smaller.
But are they legal to own?
I don't know, but I want one.
I mean, do you want one regardless of if it's legal?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh, there it is.
Oh!
Oh, Axel from Mega Man X7.
X7.
Yeah.
His voice got a lot better in X8. It's too bad X8 botched it up in the life system.
Oh yeah.
The way they did the life system was terrible in that game. Like the game was actually gonna be pretty good, and then the way they did the life system was awful.
Well, you know, there is an option to make it easier. Rookie mode on the X collection or the Legacy collection. Oh, 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 oh.
I will not play a Mega Man game in rookie mode.
Why? Because it'll actually be fun.
As I am not gay.
Well.
Or according to Norm Macdonald, I'm a deeply closeted gay man. No, that's what I'm deeply closeted. Is this whole bit with his book that came out, and he says, well, one of the things you'll learn is that I'm a deeply closeted gay man. And then the person's supposed to reply, you're a gay man? And he says, no, I'm not gay. But you just said that you're deeply closeted. Yeah, I'm deeply closeted, so I'm not gay. I don't think you understand what deeply closeted means. Deeply closeted means that you're gay and you won't admit it. So I'm not gay. Norm Macdonald was a treasure.
I know. You know what else is a treasure? The treasure in this game. The way that mushroom, like the way it looks and stuff, I got this feeling that it probably wasn't like completely finished in terms of the animation and stuff because of the way it looks, or maybe it was just hard to pull off. Because like Spyro doesn't really go like he moves with it, but he doesn't like have any special animation for the way he looks when he does it. Bouncy mushrooms. You gotta jump the mushroom. I'll jump the mushroom when it's mushroom jumping time. Now I think I know what to do here. So what you gotta do is you gotta have this here. Then you gotta get rid of this mushroom thing. And then you do this. And then this.
Yes.
Don't try to diss me. Agreed. Let's see. I wonder how Robot Chick, like the newer Robot Chicken episodes are these days, because like I haven't really watched like that show in a really long time. I know there's like a change up in the story a lot.
At last, I found the legendary golden goose. You can...
The legendary golden goose. Chuck. the golden goose. I mean, like, there's a lot of characters in this game that just like have such squash and stretch, whatever, however you say that word.
What?
That term, like it's a term for like whenever you want to have like cartoony type movement for game characters and stuff, like 3D games. So they would do like the stretch them and stuff, or squish them, you know, depending on what they need them to do. All right, so we're all good here. I like to go behind here just in case.
It's a video. It's like SeaWorld is cool, but have you ever been to Crossville? It's talking about Crossville, Tennessee. And there's like $10 generals in that city. And the video is just showing all the Dollar Generals.
There is no time to lose.
I mean, it's not wrong. If any of y'all been to Tennessee, you would see how accurate that joke is, or, you know.
There are a lot of Dollar Generals. Like, here's a road. It stretches,
Is that beyond Tennessee? Oh, yeah, it is, because we've seen it in Kentucky, too.
yeah. I don't know how many states have Dollar General, to be honest, but, there's a road that stretches numerous cities, and it goes many, many miles, and actually goes up into the state of Kentucky. And on that road, there's got to be at least 4. And mind me, it's a rural road. It's like unincorporated of another city. Like there's a lot of farms and stuff out there.
Yeah.
There's like $4 generals on that same road. On the same road, not different parts of the city, the same road. So many Dollar Generals.
Mo. Aw, gee, I'm sorry, Mo. It's okay, kid. It was only an accident. Bless you. There's a skill point.
For what?
Oh, for getting on that little building there.
Oh.
Little castle wall. So I actually won a game of chess. Of Chestress. I don't know. I was just about to say Tetris, but I'm talking about chess. Won a game of chess in a
Dollar General is in 46 states.
well, in general, things are dollars, but
So I guess the shorter question is which states don't have a Dollar General? I think Hawaii.
hey, way I.
Yeah, Hawaii.
Hawaii. Nah.
Dollar General is a magical place.
Yeah, you find the most random things in
Yeah,
there.
they like reject. Okay, so it's like DVDs.
Yeah, you randomly find
You
them.
get DVDs that show up at Walmart, Target, Best Buy, I don't know, whatever other stores are around the U.S. for that, in that same category. And then they go to the $5 bin there. Then they go to Dollar General. And then ones that don't sell there, go to like Five Below and one of those weird stores.
Yeah.
And then they end up at gas stations.
Yeah. You know what's really funny is that me and Corey saw a game at GameStop. I was just thinking about like the cheapness of stuff at like Dollar General. We saw a game. I can't remember what the name of it was. Like I can see the images, but I can't remember the name. But there was an online game that was pretty much dead on arrival. And
What game?
again, I can't remember the name of it. It's one of it's one of those online.
Oh,
What about this right here?
hi, Spyro. Isn't
Oh yeah. I'm not really sure how to feel about that.
Just to tell. And what about how she's just static? Just like right here. Like, how do we feel about this?
Okay, apparently the states that don't have a Dollar General
Yeah.
are Alaska, Hawaii, Idaho, Montana, Washington, Wyoming. I get it. In Montana, Washington, and Wyoming, the only people that live there are horses and cows. Like, why don't they have a Dollar General?
Because I don't know.
Oh, no, it's an old post. Apparently, Dollar General has opened in North Dakota, Wyoming, and Washington.
Let's see. I was about to say, that sounded like more
So
than...
something Alaska, Hawaii, Idaho, and Montana.
Hey, Spyro.
Why Idaho? Like, I get it. Everybody there's just a potato, but... Now, here's my question. When are Dollar Tree,
Where have you been, James?
Family Dollar, and Dollar General gonna get into a war? That's the war I need to see. I need to know what happens in that war.
Well, Dollar Tree lost a war. I mean, they lost being able to have,
Things for $1. I
Yeah.
mean, that's... Tying it to a specific monetary value is not sustainable.
but it was successful for a while.
Oh yeah, several years.
There we go. At least I got a skill point so I could get more health. The enemies are just cats in this level.
So, I see those are...
Those rockets are more than just for show and turning me on. What? It's I like how it's strictly platonic.
What is?
Oh, the relationship between Agent, you know, Sergeant Bird and that fairy. That's what he says. I mean, it's obviously hinted that that's more than that, but hey, I'd ship a penguin and a fairy. I don't know.
I'd ship them. Golly, shipping.
Must admit, James,
Golly gee. I think there's also a skill point. I could be wrong, but I think there's also a skill point here that's not in the Reignited trilogy, where you have to like defeat all these, or that may not be. I don't know. I don't always remember, but I try to get it out of my head. But like, there might be a thing where you go through this whole thing without getting hurt.
Is the ground blue in the Reignited trilogy?
Oh, it is. I guess it's supposed to like poison water or whatever.
you did it, James.
Wait, so he's dating that fairy?
Yeah, the one that looks the same, but not in, you know. Abby.
We can't have no trans-species relationships around here now. Gotta keep the bloodline pure. Oh, thinly veiled racism.
Duh.
Duh! We get it. Duh!
Well, apparently it's actually duh.
Duh!
You're saying duh. It's good with a G.
Duh!
Yeah. But it does sound like a D. I mean, we're trying to put a lot of logic into that. So.
It's a game where literally everybody mumble raps at you.
Yeah.
Parappa the Rapper meets Banjo-Kazooie. So it's just mumble rap.
You know.
Also, how come like Parappa the Rapper hasn't been revived? I feel like it would be even more popular.
Yeah. No. Well, technically they had that sort of remaster on the PS4, and what all that was it was a remaster of the remastered version on PSP. And there is one on PS2.
There is?
Yeah, and then there's like a spin-off on PS1.
I feel like those games probably cost a lot of money now.
Probably. Though, if you want to get...
I don't want to play them, but I don't care.
No, I mean, they look pretty stupid. I mean, you know... I've been thinking about these games that, like... I don't know if I'll make a video on them sometime. I'm sure there's already a few people that have already made it, but like these games that like get such high praise these days, that are like they're like in such high regard, but a majority of the people who say they're so great are the ones that like grew up with them. Like, I'm referring to also like Rareware is a big case of that. Like Rareware on N64 mostly. There's a lot of those games that really haven't aged as well, but like you still hear them in high regard by people who grew up with them.
Yeah, well, you know, nostalgia goggles are strong.
Yeah.
I mean, I certainly have them on.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, well, what I'm saying is like, you still hear about GoldenEye 007 being just like, yeah, it was revolutionary for first-person shooters. Doesn't mean it's still good. And if you didn't grow up with it, like I didn't grow up with it, and when I tried to play it, I'm like, huh, this isn't very good. Not bad, just, you know.
I've already been told that I've already been thanked for being part of the problem with what I said on Facebook, so you know, that's fun.
Oh, cool. But like,
I'm apparently a part of the problem.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. As expected. But like, what I was saying about like here's the thing. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Now I used to think that game was absolutely hilarious. I mean, there's still funny parts, but like, I used to think it was just a golden game, one of the best N64 games. Now when I look back at it, after playing some games like new and old, like you know, in more modern times, I've realized that it's really not that great, and the majority of the charm is from like the cutscenes and the shock value, rather than the gameplay itself. Because like I was talking to Exo Paragon Gamer about this. He was saying, like, you know, most of it seems to be like, you know, a lot of people who talk about it, usually they just want to think of a cool sequel that should come out, you know.
To which game I wasn't paying any attention.
Bad Fur Day.
Oh, yeah, it would be nice to have Conker's other Bad Fur Day.
Yeah. I'm not going to talk about it.
You'd have to have a gaming team willing to deal with the, I guess I'd say, outrage mobs that would show up.
Yeah.
With something like Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yeah.
They sexualized a bunny woman.
Yeah. So you can't hurt this character in the regular the level she's in, but if you do it, you can do it here. Yeah. And you can't hurt him in his level, but you can hurt. You can hurt. Okay, you can't. You still can't hurt her, but like.
It's because she's a fairy princess.
Fairy.
Fairy.
Midnight Mountain. Now, it's probably going to be after we do like the Sparks level and maybe the Speedway level before we end this.
That's it. I've had enough. I'm going to create a monster to end all monsters. And I'm going to send it out to destroy all the dragons, even the little hatchlings. Yes, yes! It will smash them and crush them and grind them and tear them. Oh, yes! Smear them and smoosh them and crack them and crush them!
Straight out of a nursery rhyme.
Yeah, I wonder what the deal is with old stories to have that kind of thing.
What about this right here? How dark this is.
Of course, you ignorant girl.
Wait.
I need them for a spell, so I can live forever. Wait a second. A spell? What did you think I was going to do with all those dragons? Open a zoo?
You said just keeping them in our world was enough. You never said you had to kill them.
I don't have to kill them. It just stops them from wriggling so much.
You're terrible.
Stops them from what?
Wriggling so much. Like, it's really dark.
Oh my gosh.
It doesn't have to kill them, it just stops them from wriggling so much.
Now, where was I? Ah, yes!
This game was rated E for everyone. People have went. Gosh, they've really went up these days though, because the Reignite trilogy, they said that well, the ESRB was like, oh, if you don't change these Norks real guns into if you make them real guns instead of paintball guns, we're gonna make the game T-rated, you know.
This might be our last stand, Spyro.
One detail I do like how they added in the Reignited trilogy is that like how the I'm pretty sure I've already talked about this, but like how the characters talk in the oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Like how the characters will talk in the cutscenes at some point, like they'll give them, you know, they're not just kind of there. These eggs have crabs. Oh. No. Blah. Blah. Wait for it.
This monster doesn't end all monsters, though.
I know, it's really not. I mean, it can sort of be hard for first timers, but it's really not that hard. Although Bentley, I would appreciate a chicken about now. After I said it's really not that hard. Oh yeah, this part. How he just like now it is supposed to hint that he's so powerful that he's just able to just spit out the first boss like it's nothing, you know. Bentley, a chicken please, or whatever you shoot out. There we go. Well, never mind. You don't have to do that. Look, he was the monster to end all monsters. But see, this Spartacus, y'all can't see it, but his tooth is making his lip go out, or his lip kind of.
Hi, Bianca. Did you bring any more food? I'm starving.
There's no time for that, Hunter. We have to stop the sorceress. She's gonna kill all the dragon hatchlings.
Wait a minute. Why should I trust you? This could be another trap.
You're in a cage, you furry numbskull. How can I trap you by letting you out?
I don't know. You sorceress types can be sneaky.
I never thought we were gonna hurt the dragons. Come on, we don't have time for this.
She's actually the main character of the game. I don't know. Apparently there's something about like plays and stuff, how like the character you see a lot isn't always the main protagonist. The main protagonist is the one who has the character change. Or the character arc and stuff. Bonka.
Spyro, I know you don't trust me, but I want to help you stop the sorceress. There's a way to open a hidden...
See, I'm waiting for like the article. This is something how like, you know, how the what's her name? The name of the evil dragon chick in the game.
Yeah.
The sorceress.
Yeah.
How she's like, you know, the hero and Spyro's actually the villain. Like how people say that, you know, Jedis are actually the bad guys. It's like, yeah, okay, the Sith that freaking conquer planets and have, you know.
Yeah.
No, they're apparently not the bad guys. The Jedis that keep the peace are.
Did Matt Pat make a video about that?
I haven't cared anything about Matt Pat in years.
I know. Yeah, he's not really very relevant these days.
I mean, gosh, I've probably watched his stuff since what, Five Nights at Freddy's came out or whatever.
Yeah, he started doing that a lot. Can you please fix the sheet on my bed there?
Oh, I'm trying and it's not working.
That's the thing. That's alright. So like, the bullcrap man, the BS man, was like, when he talked about bed sheets one time, I was like, oh my gosh, this is absolutely 100% true about bed sheets. How they're just unnecessarily like difficult to deal with. When you're just trying to sleep and it's just like, beep, you know, just wants to come off. And why we haven't had beds that you can just, you know, don't have to have sheets on is beyond me. Or, you know, like if you don't want it to like smell bad or anything like that.
Just so think his BS Man's best video is probably still the penguin one. Like there's a lot of other good ones, but the penguin one is fantastic.
Because it's just kind of my version of the BS Man is grumpy old toad. Okay then. Oh yeah, because of the we have 100 eggs, over 100 eggs. Oh no, that music is just. I think
like you don't even hear it all that well, and then you just do boom, 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 boom. It just kind of pops in and out.
I know. I will say the music is really interesting and yeah, like this and like Spyro 3 and Ratchet and Clank 3, the music was really different in a weird way, and we're not, and that's not the Pokemon. Easy. You know, technically, if we wanted to, we could do the sorceress fight. I might just save that though for the next session.
Yeah, it'll take a while.
But also what I was talking about, I was thinking about doing here because like before I actually do the levels here, I want to get the Sparks power up where he like is able to break the vases and stuff himself. Or either that, or the, or maybe it's just the like these types of chests or whatever. Let's see.
Whee!
Wait, how do I stop?
Gummit.
Buddy.
You just referenced a video going back to what I think 2008 when we first filmed that.
Yeah.
One. Yeah, I had
the pizza. What's it do?
So a little backstory. No one delivers pizza out this far, and the concept of ordering pizza is just something I'd never done. In fact, I never even had a pizza delivered to my house.
Ordering pizza to have it delivered.
Yeah, I've never had a pizza. That's what I mean. Never had a pizza delivered to my house until a year or two ago, because I live in the city now, and. That was around the time was it Domino's and a couple others were doing a whole order of pizza. If it's not there within 30 minutes,
it's free.
It's free. That type of deal.
Yeah.
Well, I went to a buddy's house and he lived fairly close to a pizza place, and he ordered the pizza, and then we just started screwing around because we were a bunch of high school kids, and I thought of a video idea. Wouldn't it be funny if, or I guess I thought, what were the things you could do while waiting for your pizza? And so it ended up being a little skit collection we came up with. There's just things you do while waiting for your pizza. And we ended up making 3 of them. We actually, some of them were going to be longer. We actually ended up with a lost episodes collection that had videos we ended up not using. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, in the first one, we had a guy ride a bike, and he's like, wait, how do I stop? It's just feel like he crashed.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so first we're gonna go do the Sparks challenge.
We don't want to go see the silly monkey?
We're gonna wait to see the silly monkey.
We don't want to use the silly monkey with a gun?
Gun? Oh, we sure don't want to see it then.
Fireworks factory.
Oh wait, we can't teleport yet.
Why not?
Well, we haven't unlocked that ability. I think that's mainly just for after you've like beaten the sorceress.
Ah! Wait, where are we going right now?
Oh, I'm gonna do the Sparks level.
Have you not already?
Well, not in the third. You have to do those after you beat the boss of that area.
Oh.
Well, I like how off the sound is for us right now. Because this thing doesn't like you going past an hour.
Princess Amy showed me a place.
Princess Amy showed me. I like how she referred to a fairy in like a different level. That makes it feel more connected.
Oh man, the Spyro cinematic universe.
I get so confused when he's having that bubble around him because it makes me think it's a shield, but it's not. It's just for the context of the level itself. The environment.
You either die a villain or live long enough to see yourself become a more popular villain.
Love Marvel characters.
Yeah. I wish I could find a meme that was making fun of like Marvel super fans, and it was something about like your parents cheating, or one of your parents cheating, getting divorced, somehow referenced to another movie or something.
Oh yeah. Oh, I remember that one where it's just like like the when your girlfriend it was a crossover with the your best friend in the bedroom or something like that, and it shows the guy like with a little Spider-Man pop vinyl thing.
You know Virgil from Devil May Cry?
Yeah.
Fellas, if your girl wears blue, has white hair, and has cool swords, that's not your girl, that's Virgil.
Oh, are we talking about the superior DMC Dante? Or
About Virgil, not Dante.
I know, but isn't Virgil in that DMC also?
Oh, I have no idea.
It's just funny how like how they were making fun of how like in the game they were referencing the like the white hair on the original Dante, or you know the Dante before and also after DMC. How it said like I showed him he's wearing it, he goes not in a million years. So like I'm sure this joke has already been done, but like I thought of a joke. I haven't seen anybody do it, but I'm sure it's out there. How like it'll show someone looking at the DMC game and then going not in a million years. Now I know that the game itself really isn't bad. Because I mean that's what I've heard at least. I've heard that the game itself.
It's alright, I've played it. It's been a long time. Several years ago.
Yeah, what about how that's like almost a decade old now? Almost. And also, that's what PlayStation All-Star, that's the kind of Dante PlayStation All-Star decided to go with instead of the good Dante. Because, I mean, like, there's a lot of PlayStation All-Stars that was more of just a promotion for other games rather than trying to be a good Smash clone. It's really not a bad game, but, like, it's, you know... It's like, it's very underwhelming. It could have been a lot better. And also there was meant to be a lot more characters. And apparently, okay, so people don't know, probably not everyone knows this, but like PlayStation All-Stars, like everyone who knew about the game really, really wanted Crash and Spyro in the game. Well, the thing is, the developers wanted Crash and Spyro as well. That was probably like one of the couple of the first characters they thought of when making the game, but it was due to like copyright stuff, and apparently like I don't think Sony wanted to put a whole lot of money into like convincing Activision to have them in there because you know they owned them at the time, and while they still own them right now, they have you know Microsoft is going to be owning them, assuming the whole plan goes through. The whole deal is supposed to like actually take effect in supposed to be like done in like next year. Anyway, which is really weird to think about. Like, Activision was one of the very first third-party companies. Like, they have been around. I don't know why I'm not using that thing. They've been around since the Atari days as a third-party company, and they even have like collections of their own Atari games. Because, you know, again, having a third-party company was not as common, I guess back in the day. And now Activision is I don't know if you call it a first-party or second-party developer for Microsoft. Or, you know.
The picture that says, you've been visited about the good sleep trebuchet. Upvote for what's that good movie? Less than cozy and restful sleeps.
What the heck? No. I don't like the Sparks. I don't know. The bosses for the Sparks levels. I think the Sparks levels in general are very meh. Wouldn't you agree?
Yes.
Like, they're a nice distraction from, like, it's nice to see Sparks getting his own, you know, his own levels and stuff. But, I don't know. And also, you're spitting out way too many of those things. And also, it's one of those things where it's not technically right to say it like that. But it's spiritually, right. I don't know. There we go. Ahanasha? Sean? What?
I didn't look.
Well, that's because you're stupid and you're never there for your kids. Oh. Did I not get all the treasure? No, I haven't. Oh, jeez. I do like Sparks is like a little wing sound effect. Little wing sound effects words. There we go. Alright, now that we're done with that, now we'll go free them. We'll go free the monkey. And then you'll do the Speedway challenge.
No, we'll probably call it soon as it's been over an hour.
When I saw that giant stingray, I thought you were a goner, Sparks.
And now Sparks has an extra hit point.
Do I care?
Yeah. They're ones and zeros, it's fine. Wait, how do I stop? Anyway, what if all this gets, like, not saved? I don't know. I don't want to jinx it, but no. I don't want to jinx it.
There's no such thing as God, but the universe said, did this for me.
Yeah.
I don't understand that thought process. The universe is not sentient and does not decide those kinds of things.
Well, in some religions, apparently, this.
Yeah.
Laser. I'd love to
I can't bear the idea of a God that created everything, but simulation theory. It's like, what? You don't believe in an all-powerful creator, but you believe in simulation theory? Like, someone that created a simulation to make all this? Like, hold on. Like, why would you say one is absurd and not the other?
By the way, the cutscene. What about the weird look whenever it's like that? The dancing bear.
The dancing bear.
Bear.
Free! Thanks, Spyro! Ooh, say, you ever see a bear dance?
No.
Well, it's your lucky day. Check this out.
So you just shot him in the pee-pee.
He done shot my pee-pee with his
Not much
gun.
stamina, though. Too bad I had a lot more ammo left. Anyway, I heard all about you fighting the sorceress and her armies and kicking all that butt, and I just wanted to say, huzzah, yippee, woohoo!
The precursor to Ratchet and Clank.
Run by Rhinox since I've been captured. If you happen to see the sorceress, tell her I'll be giving her dancing lessons real soon. Know what I mean?
You bet.
Later.
The fact that the sound was a little off, it looked a little weird there, the way they were doing that. Well, I'm going to enter the level, and then we're going to be done, folks. We're going to be done for... Okay. I mean, I thought I was going to appear here, but alright. We came out of the ship. I don't think that normally happens. That's probably why I thought it looked a little off there. It's because that normally doesn't happen. Normally, after you see that, you're right there in front of the thing.
What was that? Did you see a Rhinox? I thought I saw a Rhinox.
Why do they call Ryan? Whatever.
Agent 9, my favorite pupil. Welcome.
What the hell? Just the professor's here. He just kind of shows up near the end of the game.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, folks, that's it for now. Join us next time as we play more Spyro. As we start out with this level, but until next time, I don't know if next time's gonna be the last recording or not. I guess we'll see. But until then, thanks for watching. And do you have any parting words, Andrew? That's what I thought too.